So today we're going to be playing the Plum Island Horror from GMT Games. Randomly selected two factions, and we have got the Islanders Athletic Club and the Plum Island Constabulary. Bandies being placed on the board. We're going to be placed them laid down to make it easy for the counts to see where they are, but they would usually be on standees. So it does mean they are taking up a lot of space in each area. With the game's being set up, we have two things to do. One is we've added damage markers for the initial storm damage. We then need to draw a fake card to get the additional damage from setup. And we drew a 4 for tornado damage. Draw a fate number, place a damage 2 marker on that same numbered bridge. Then also both bridges numbered 1 number higher and 1 number lower than the fate number drawn. I will draw another fate number and get a 2. So we get 2 damage on bridge 2. There. Bridge 1, which is here, and bridge 3, which is here. So not too bad, could have been worse. The next thing we do to complete setup is first contact. We're going to draw another fake card until first contact is made. And all we're interested in is the activate section, so we're going to activate tracks 1 and 6 until we reach first contact. Track 1. To start out with 4 units, so these are going to be 2 spaces. And they have made contact with Luke, use the Force comics. So unfortunately, they have gone. They have raised the alarm. So we're now going up to 5. And we have a yellow cube into the biohazard bag. We then activate track 6, so this track is going to move twice. Once it gets to the 4th, we're going to draw another fake card. Determine what path they're going to go down. Get to 2 or 5, they're going to go down this path, and they're going to kill this guy. Get a 1 or a 6, we get away with it. So, fake card is a 1. So they're going to go down this path. We lost out from Juicy Humans there, and that's the end of the first contact phase. So, first round proper. Police Academy. Police Constabulary first. So, for round 1, we only get 1 action. We do have our crisis adrenaline phase first, so we can move stuff around. So, we're going to get our main guy into action, so I'm going to move him forward twice, because he has a foot movement of 2. I'm going to move this guy. Admin is not particularly great. I'm going to move him at 1. Yeah. Okay, now for our action. I think I would also move him at 1. And then for our action, we will do a ranged attack on this tank. So, He has a range value of 2. We will roll 2 dice. And it gets 1 hit. So 1 comes off. Because it was a ranged attack, takes nothing back, and you don't put any cubes in the bag. So, follow-up actions. I think as a follow-up action, I'm just going to do a search here. Let's see, we've got binoculars on this location, which means we can search this location so goodies. Let's draw a search card. And we get a heap of supply cartons on a dock with a horde at the gate. If your units is from the National Guard faction, they're not. Okay, choose one option. Okay, the second option, athletically circumvent them. If your unit is from the Band's Athletic Club, which it is, they quickly swim or run around the monsters, place 2 supplies in this area, exhaust this area from on the card. So going back, we get 2 supplies in this area. We don't have to do a move action, we could do this without moving to pick those supplies up. What's our first follow-up action? After a follow-up action, we draw a fake card, and the only part we're interested in is the bottom bit, which says no event card. Now we can do a second follow-up action. If you go on with this guy up, because he's quite good at repairing. So I want to do a vehicular move, which is 3 spaces. That's going to cost 1 supply. And we're going to move 1, 2, 3 to the Old Republic Airport. Follow-up action, because we've done a follow-up action, we draw a fake card. And we've got no event card. And it's the Athletic Club. So, as part of our crisis adrenaline phase, I'm going to move this guy up to here, and he can pick up these supplies. I'm going to leave the bossman 2 spaces up to here. I'll move these up. Maybe start attacking this horde. I'm not going to move in because these have to go take a lot of hits to get through this damage. Shame about this poor guy though. I think I'll just leave it there for the crisis and adrenaline phase. Do our main action. I would crowd control Ollie Will's Whiskey Emporium from here down to first follow-up action. I think he could take another pot shot. These guys. I think that's nothing. But it's for a follow-up action, so we draw a fake card. And we get no event card. Second follow-up action is one of crowd control with this guy. 2 spaces, or he can move with the civilian unit. We're going to move with the civilian unit. So this moves down there. He'll move back into here. He'll move onto here. And that is crowd control. Follow action. Fake card, and we have no event card. Oh, Islanders again. Okay, I'm not going to make any movement during the crisis phase. I think for the main action, I think I am going to build my compound where my leader is. Okay, so to build the compound, we spend 2 supplies. I've got 1 supply left. We take 1 leader takes a hit. So to build a compound, we spend 2 supplies. And our leader takes a hit. Then we take our compound and place it with the leader. Remember that our compound allows our GoPro and our tennis to attack to range attacks without spending a supply. So it is quite powerful. Okay, follow-up actions. Follow-up action number 1. Follow-up action number 1, I'm going to try and repair this damage. Yep. So we want a fake card, and it's a 5, which is quite good. For the damaged area, remove damage markers equal to the admin rating of the unit. So our admin rating is 5. So we repair that area. Then we need to draw a fake card and no event card. For the next follow-up action, actually this is heavy. We are going to reposition. We're going to reposition the Ghost Coast card from here to here. Follow-up action, we have to get an event card sooner or later. No event card. So we want faction token left back in the bag. And we have a fate. So fate card. So first we're going to spawn on track 4. Track 4 is going to get 3 additional units. So we've now got 7. And then as we've got a surge, we've got another fake card. I'm going to activate that track twice. And we are going to activate track 6. So track 6. We have these guys here. It is 3 of them. So they are going to move into there. And then to here, where we are going to have a combat. So because we have multiple player units in here, I can determine who to stack fights against. It's not going to make much difference. One's got 3, one's got 3. However, he's got 5 health, so he can fight against the police officer Joseph Friday of the Plum Island Constabulary. So to determine the damage by the others, we are in an industrial setting. We have 3 units, so they would do 3/4 of the damage, rounds up, so they do 1 damage. I will then roll 3 dice as per my little combat rating, and I will roll a shield. That was not a great roll. However, I don't take no damage, I don't cause any damage. We take a yellow cube and throw it in the biohazard bag. However, it was a surge. Track 6 will activate again. They won't move, they go straight into a combat. So again, they will attack my guy. Police guy again. They're doing 1 damage. And back we are going to do a... Wow. There we go. 3 blanks. So our police guy is going to take a damage. We get a yellow cube into the bag. Okay, so our next token. Oh, an event. And the event is March of the Wild-Eyed Rats. For a fate number, spawn the Wild-Eyed Rat mutation standard directly into the lowest lettered building area on that track number. If the last of pest control civilians unit is on the map or evacuated, the fumigation crew manages to blast the rat pack with poison. The mutation standees spawned with one hit cube already on it. So we need to look for the last one of pest control. And it's actually in the spare, the leftover civilian unit, so it's not on the map. Fate card, and it's just going to spawn on track 3. So wild-eyed rats. When this unit conducts close combat, players must add 2 biohazard cubes to the biohazard bag. Well, not good. Over track 3. It's going to spawn on the first lowest lettered building area, which unfortunately is going to be 3C with the golf pro. So because this spawned into an area where the play unit automatically starts a close combat. So the combat rating of the rats is 4. Ouch. And we're going to fight with our golf pro, which one has a combat rating of 2. So the rats are going to be 4 hits, which is enough to kill. If I don't roll a shield here, going to get half a hit. And we roll a hit and a critical. It's 1, 2 hits. Another critical, 3 hits. And a shield. We get 3 hits and a shield. So our golf pro takes 3 hits. Watch him close to death. But our rat is also going to take 3 hits. We need to try and kill that before the night phase. Constabulary. I think what our action here is definitely going to be to attack the rat with our guy there. Actually, the range combat action, this unit may also move one area before or after, which you don't need to do. But do we want any? I think we will move our main guy up because he improves everyone. So let's move him up 2. 1, 2. We really want to get him adjacent. This guy. And I don't think we'll move anyone else. So for our action, let's try and kill this rat. So we have a range attack of 3. And we get 1 hit, a critical hit. Which is all we need. We can re-roll the critical, get a shield. We'll do 2 hits. Which is enough to kill our rat. So we'll put him back on the board. He is dead. Follow actions. I really think I need to get our golf pro some health, which we can't at the moment because our hospital is damaged. Okay, but could get him. We might want to get him out of the danger zone. So our first follow-up action, we're going to do a crowd control. So he has an admin rating of 2, so we can move both these civilian units down to here. Crowded. Oh, there you go. after our follow-up action, we have no event card. So our second follow-up action, going to move this guy down to, you can move to, so 1, 2, and we're going to move him down to there, come out of harm's way. That's our follow-up action done. Second follow-up action, draw a fake card, and we've got an event card. The Hills Have Eyes. Spawn made of horror stack directly into Pan Aries 5A. So it's going to be 3. These are going to be spawn. I'm going to spawn 3 horror stacks. 3 into 5A. So these are actually 2 fate tokens. So what's the difference? Fate. So our fate card is going to be track 6 and a Sage. Track 6 will get 3 units. Then we draw a second fate card. We're going to activate track 6 twice. No, which is not good. Okay, so first activation of track 6 is going to be here. It's going to be straight up combat. However, before we do the combat, this one then moves for 3 units. 3 units going to move 3 areas. So it's going to be 1. We then draw a fate card to determine what fork it's going to take, and it's going to take 5. So it's going to take this fork, and we're going to have combat. Yeah, this is the first activation. Okay, so our first combat. Yeah. We've got 3 units in a industry building, the building area. So we're going to do 3/4 of a hit, round up to 1 hit. And this time we are going to defend with Johnny Deere with his 3 dice. So Johnny Deere is going to get a shield to defend the 1 hit, and then a full hit. This will defend our hit, this will give a hit back. We then add a yellow cube into the biohazard bag. Then we do our second close combat, which is here. So again, we've got 3 in a building area. So these are going to do 3/4 of a hit, which is 1 hit. And our swimmer, Miguel Splits, is going to roll half a hit. So he will take a hit. We will do this again because track 6 activates twice. This combat first. Again, it's 2 made of horror stacks. That's half a hit. Rounds up to 1 hit. And this will go against Johnny Deere again. And we roll 1 hit for these 2 halves and a full hit, so 2 hits, which is going to 2 hits is enough to clear out these 2 stacks. And we should have added the yellow key for the last combat and the yellow key for this combat. And then this will happen again. Again. It's 1 hit from the made of horror stack. And Miguel Splits is going to roll. Bit better this time. Blocks the hit. Does 1 full hit and half a hit. Half a hit's not round up for us, unfortunately. So we do take 1 hit. block one hit, but we get a yellow cube in the made of horror stack. So we're putting a lot of these yellow cubes in, a lot of close combat fights. Last token in the bag, which will be another Sage token, another Fate token. Yeah, there we go. So we get a Fate card. Okay. Tracks 3 and 4 will spawn. Tracks 1 and 6 will activate again. Track 3 will get 3. Made of a horror stack. Puts this one on 7. 4. Already on 7, so this one's going to go up to 10. And then we will activate tracks 1 and 6. So start with track 1. Track 1 has this stack. This stack has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will move 2 areas. Okay, so the first area it's going to move in is down to here. And then you have to draw a Fate card, 106. It's going to attack these guys, 1, 2 to 5. He'll enter this area. Fate card is a 2. 2, it's going to go down here. Bypassing these doublers. And finally, track 6 will activate. And we also know, all we know in track 6 is this will be in the close combat here against the big guys. You've got 2 staffs left, so we're doing 1 hit. Mid-roll splits is rolling, and he's going to roll the. Okay. He's going to roll, get 1 hit for this, nothing for this. A hit for this, but this is a critical, so he re-rolls this. You can re-roll this one. So he's on 2 hits so far. 2 hits, but he takes a hit. So he's going to take a hit, so we give him a damage. 2 hits is enough to kill this staff. And we put a yellow cube in the bag now. So that's the end of round 1. We now go to the cleanup phase. So we don't do the replenish location step, it's night game rounds only. We're taking the regeneration step, so the rats would have healed if we hadn't killed it. So you can skip that step. Biohazard infection step. We're going to draw 2 cubes and increase the biohazard infection step. There's a lot of yellow cubes in here. Go 5 green, we still might get lucky. So, cube 1. Cube 2. Our luck has changed. Then we're going to refill the tokens back in the bag. So we're going to go back in the bag. We move the game over down to round 2. We now have 2 actions each. Then we can do the next start on the next round. So first token out the bag. A Fate token. Card. Spawn on track 3. Activate tracks 4 and 5. Okay, so let's spawn on track 3. So it's another 3 on tracks 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that puts these up to 10. Then tracks 4 and 5 will activate. This is the only stack on track 4. This will move. It will move 1 area because it's got 7 plus tiles on. So this is just going to move down to there. So track 5. We start with this one. 2, 3. You're going to move 3 areas. 1, 2. There will be a combat there. And this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's only 2 areas. 1, 2. Post combat, this will automatically be killed, and we say goodbye to Big Nate Clothing Store. We will add another stack onto here. Back to 4. And we will add a yellow cube to the bag. Next token is a fake card again. At least we're getting them out the way. And we are going to have Reanimated and Track 4. So we draw a fate number and we have 2 tiles in each made of a horrors unit located on the track number, equaling the draw for fate number. And then we're going to activate Track 4. So we draw the fate number, which is Track 6. So we don't actually add no units because we've killed everything on Track 6. So I believe you've got lucky there. So then we activate Track 4. Okay, so Track 4. This guy's going to move 1 space. Got one on the track, so we're now going to say goodbye to Walker family. The Walker family's gone. This gets another stack, taking it up to 11. And we put a yellow cube in the bag. Nearly out of yellow cubes. Next token. And we have the Athletic Club. Individual moves for our crisis phase. I'm going to move to Golf Pro from here. I'm going to move across the bridge, hopefully heading towards the hospital. He can actually attack these because he has 2 adjacent areas away. This might be a plan. The beach guy. Got no range combat. I don't really want close combat. He's pretty good close combat. The problem is you don't want to fight him in the woods. In the woods, you do more damage. Gotta start thinking about getting supplies now as well. I'm gonna move them down. So yeah, we can move 2. Oh, you can't move them. Move it here. Let's do more with this guy, I think. So you can move 2. I think I'm gonna move in up to the power plant. I try and. I think that's it. Okay, actions. 2 actions. So I think the first action I will evacuate. So I can evacuate these units using the coast guard. So these units get rescued. So we have rescued Mo's Game Store. E1, and we have rescued Artie Wolf's Whiskey Imperium. For a 1. So these go off. We have rescued them using the coast guard. And we get 2 evacuation points. I think for my second action, I want to try and repair the power plant, because once this is repaired, this drops in 5 supplies. To repair, let's draw a fake card. And you've got a 4. And the 4 is for damaged area. Remove damage markers equal to the admin rating of the unit. Which is pretty good because he's our main guy. So he can remove 5 damage. So those 2 come off. Now for the power plant, once it's fixed, if all the damage markers are removed from this area, then the players will immediately remove the power now marker, and each player receives a 5 supplies marker. So this comes off. And each player gets 5 supplies. That's pretty good. The islands have now got 6 supplies. The constabulary have now got 7. Okay, quite a successful turn. Follow-up actions. So I think these aren't really doing much. Then again, I don't like the fact these four units here, and he's only got an admin rating of 1. It's going to take some movement. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a follow-up action. I'm going to search the airport. This guy. So let's draw the search card. And we have got the little shops, the little ships of Plum Island. If it units from the neighbourhood, what faction? It is not. We've got a bit lucky here. If your unit is from the Plum Island Constabulary, which it is, officers of the Plum Island Constabulary use their authority to muster some boats. You may immediately evacuate up to 2 civilian units from any beach or docks area for free. Then I exhaust this location. In time, man, you can do 2 from here, 2 from here, 2 from here, 2 from here. I think I'm liking getting the 2 from here. This is the beach area. We have rescued Pop Stonuts for 1, and we have rescued the Brady family for 3. So that's 4. So we're going to 4 on our evacuation points. And we then exhaust this area. Alright, follow-up action, we draw a fate card and we've got an event card. So our event card is, of course, poor perimeter security. Draw a fate number to get a track number. All player units on that track which hit an area with a orange unit each take 1 hit, which would be okay because we haven't got any. All civilian units on that track that share an area with the orange units are eliminated. If any area in question contains the rough life dog grooming, so our fate number would be 1. This is the only stack units on track 1. It's not sharing anywhere, so nothing happens. Next follow-up action, I'm going to do a vehicle move for this unit. So I'm going to spend 1 supply on the board. He's going to move 5 spaces, and he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to come in behind these units here. So that was a follow-up action. We need to draw a fate card, and we've got no event card. So next token is a Plum Island Constabulary. My crisis moves. I'm going to move this guy back to here. I'm going to move the dog over to here. I'm going to move. Oh, that could be risk. Yeah. I'm going to move this guy up 1 to here. Get. I don't think I'm taking advantage of his special abilities. I want to put him somewhere where we can search. So we can move 2. I'm going to move him up to here. Okay, so actions phase. I don't like having 4 here, so I'm going to use is admin rating, which is 4, and he's going to crowd control these 4 up to the first precinct. I don't know when I'm going to get those out yet. This actually uses special ability. Oh, forage run supply. Yeah, it's not worth the action, I don't think. And then our second action is I am going to build the compound for the constabulary. I'll build this here in 5F. So compound costs 2 supplies. The police guy takes a hit. And this comes out. The civilians would automatically move in if we wanted them to. Our compound has come out. Our compounds come out. And that's our 2 actions done. Follow-up actions. Each guy seems to be a little waste here. So this guy we're going to move. His special ability is if he starts in a beach area, he can move to any other beach or docks area, no matter how far. And we're going to move him over to this area. So he's going to move from here to there. So we've got to swim all the way around. And he's going to end up here. I got first follow-up action. So I've drawn a fake card. And we have no event card. Our second follow-up action. Do a search here. We have got the binoculars, so we can do a search. And we find something that doesn't look good. Beware the shade. Your unit walks down an overgrown garden path. They spot bags of kale but move on past those as no sensible person would eat that. As they turn a shady corner, they are suddenly pounced upon by mutated hummingbirds and butterflies. What special kind of hell has immediately spawned 3 made of horror tiles into this area? Wow. This GoPro is not getting a break. Because this kill him, this split kill him. Oh, you're going to get 3 in there. Because they spawned in his area, it's going to be automatically attack. It's a building area. You've got 3 quarters rounds up, so they're going to do 1 hit. So unless our GoPro rolls the shield. No, we do get 1 hit. So which won't actually make any difference. So we can hit off. Our GoPro takes a hit, which is now 4. One of our best fighters in the game now dies. He's going to come off. Because these are killed unit, the one that's just been killed comes right back on. And we get a yellow cube in the back. That was our second follow-up action. So now we draw a fake card. No event card. Okay, next token. Our final fate token. So, spawn track 1, activate track 6. So track 1 will get 3. And we actually have nothing on track 6 to activate. Token is just get all the bad tokens out the way. An event. And our event is something to do with a ship. There you go. Swamped in heavy seas, the ferry unit is taking on water. Draw a fate number and apply. 1. Sunk. Remove from the game. Flip the unit to its disabled side. Sunk. Remove from the game. So 1 on 6 for sunk. 2 and 5. It's disabled. And we have got no ferry. Our ferry unit here. Gone. Gone. Out the game. You can no longer evacuate using our ferry unit. Now we've got 2 player turns coming up. And our next token is the police. Let's have a little way. During our crisis adrenaline phase, I think I'm going to move the dog down to here. Don't quite know where I'm moving him to now. I think I'm going to have to get that one fixed. We'll get into a helipad. Actions. So my first action is I think I will do a ranged attack with this guy against these. So he's got a range of 2. Greater than range of 2. Really crowd control guy. Actually, what I'll also do during my crisis, I'll go back to my crisis phase. I am going to move him. I think I'll move him across 2. He can only move 1. So I'll move him over to there. You're going to move into. You've got to initiate a combat action, isn't it? Doesn't come in automatically. I actually need supplies, so only on 4. Okay, he's going to do his special action. Wow, rubbish taking doing special actions, just do a supply. So I need supplies. So I can do a search again. Okay. Since I've moved into there, so we're going to use Drebin, use a special action to search. Yeah, his special action is he draws 2 event cards and chooses one between them. So our first event card is Wolverines. Your unit comes across a bloody scene in the middle of a swath of carnage. Stands a half dozen cheerleaders in what looks to be an actual huddle of football players. They have just annihilated a mob of horrors. Place the Wolverines NPC unit in this area. If this results in the area surpassing the player unit area capacity limit. If this unit is from the Islanders Athletic Club, it is not. Anyone action for free, it's a shame, but gets us an NPC out. We'll look at the Wolverines in a moment. Oh, this is not too bad. I don't think I had it. Oh, reality TV show found location. The unit stumbles upon the ongoing taping of a reality TV show, still going despite total disaster that is occurring in reality around the group. You compel the participants to stop filming and seek refuge. They accept and also offer you a catered lunch buffet spread. So we get special VIP units out, which is 5 evacuation points, or 2. So our Wolverine unit, this guy, and the special power, Gridiron Rush. If this unit does a move action and then it's the same area as the Horror unit, may immediately conduct a free close combat attack. Also increases its combat dice by 1 for each area it just moves. So it could be quite powerful. And 5 evacuation points and 2 supplies is pretty good as well. We will put our NBC unit out. So we discard both gold cards, and we exhaust the location. But we can now use this guy to attack. Okay, so I still need to get supplies. I think since we just got this guy, we charge these guys. This unit does a move action and ends in the same area as a Horror unit. It may immediately conduct a free close combat action. Also increase its combat dice by 1 for each area it just moved. Move by 1, 2, 3. You get 6 dice. 6 dice is nice. So I think that needs to be done. In the second action, I'm going to move this NPC. You've got to go 1, 2, 3 straight into this stack of horrors. So this stack of horrors will do 1 damage because it's in a building area. We will roll 6 dice back. 3 from his combat rating and 3. So 3 from its combat rating and 3 from the areas it's just moved. So 6 dice. Now we have got, okay, the shield protects from the hit. So we can take that out. The 2 blanks don't do anything. Oh, what a shame. Half doesn't do anything yet. So we've got, so we have 1 hit, 2 hits, and we can re-roll this. 3 hits, re-roll. 4 hits, and a re-roll. I don't think we need to do any further. 5 hits. We can re-roll, but we only need 4 hits, and we've already blocked the 1 damage that's coming back to us. So this guy here is going to knock out all 4 of these. Pretty good. Okay, follow-up actions. We have 2 follow-up actions. So I've got 6 supplies. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, the only one in the bag is going to be the Athletic Club. So there seems to be ways to use it. Okay. Each guy is going to do a search action here for the first follow-up action. So our search card is Downward Dog. The unit turns a blind corner and to the astonishment they observe a group of people in an open field. They're all on yoga mats and assuming the lotus position. And they are all floating inches above the ground. The group is totally unaware of your unit's presence and apparently also not privy to the disaster that has befallen the island. However, they quickly snap out of their trance and you approach their sacks of organic quinoa. Place the Rachel's Uber Chaplain Yoga VIP civilian units in this area along with 2 supplies. Exhaust the area. So in this area we get the yoga and 2 supplies. So the yoga special action. Very dedicated yoga studio whose members all have solid cause and a wonderful spiritual effect on the survivors. This unit is worth 3 EP when evacuated, increase the EP value of each civilian unit that is evacuated with them in the same evacuation by 1. Pretty good if I can get them with all these 3, but it's going to be hard to get 3 out. And then we exhaust the area. Oh, that location's exhausted. Okay, so that was our first follow-up action. So we draw a fake card and we have got no event card. Our second follow-up action. I want to try and get these safe now. So I might do a crowd control action. It'll be 3 because he's got an admin rating of 3. I can move all these down into there. Not quite sure yet because there's a docks area there. I need to get this area repaired. Oh, I will need to get this area repaired at some point. Actually, I don't. I just can't evacuate people from here. Right, so I'm going to do a crowd control action. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, down to there. Okay, follow-up action. So we draw follow-up action. So no event card, which is a athletic club. So crisis adrenaline mode. I'm going to move this guy down 1. You can pick up the supplies. I'm also going to move these guys up to here. But they can start to handle from behind. He just seems wasted there. So we're going to move him into there. He might start getting a great bridge. Problem is, these are here. It's hard to get them over here. You have to go all the way down and round. This guy's got 2. You know what, I'm going to move him down to here. I'll move them down to there. And I think that'll do. These are going to take a pot shot at these. Oops. Action 1. Our tennis duo is going to take a range combat against this stack. So because we have our compound on the board, we don't have to pay a supply. So you roll 2 dice and hopefully get some criticals. Our criticals are worth 2 hits. So criticals are worth 2 hits. And we get 1 hit. Second action. For our second action, I think I keep on crowd controlling these down. So here. So we will do that with crowd control. Into there. Okay, follow-up action, and I need to get some supplies for the police constabulary. So I can't use a special action, and I don't need to use a special action anyway, because our biohazard level is on 0 anyway. So I'm just going to do a standard forage, because we have the forage icon. Yeah, we can do a standard forage to get a supply. Not great, so that's what we need. This exhausts the location. So, and it's a It's a fake card, and it's no event card. Been quite lucky for most of these. I think I continue to crowd control these down to power plants, keep on moving them down. Really tricky to get them out, but we lost the ferry. And there's no bridge here to start heading them over to the other option to get them out is to head over to the Great Bay Bridge, Great South Bay Bridge. But there's no bridge yet, which means we have to go the long way around. But we still crowd control them down. So we move these down into here. That's our second action. So we draw a fake card, and it's a no event card. So that's the end of the round. And there's no mutations on the track. It's not a night round. Oh, we've just got to do the biohazard track. So 2 cubes out the bag, and we are drawing a yellow and a yellow. So we're going to go up 2 spaces. So our biohazard level is going to go up to 2. Our spawn still 3, and that's that. We're going to round 3. We're going to get 3 actions for round 3, which is our first night phase. For our night phase, first we have the hunger phase, where we have to feed the civilians and our units. Start with the athletic club. We have 5 units on the board, so we have to pay 5 supplies. 8, so paying 5, we'll put it down to 3. We have no civilian units in our compound, so nothing extra there. Then the constabulary, they have 6 units on the board, so they would have to pay 6 supplies. Plus, they also have 1 unit in the compound. Since they don't want to kill that unit, I will pay all 5 supplies. But I'll also give a damage to the commander here. So the actual round, we're not fit to our token. And straight off we've got a fate. Fate card, chaos, then activate tracks 2 and 5. So a chaos, which I think is our first chaos, draw 2 fate numbers, spawn made of horrors units on the track, numbers equaling each of the draw fate numbers. So we are going to get 3 on track 1 and 3 on track 3. That's the 3 on track 3 to go on top of the 3 that are already there. That'll be 6 there. Oh, okay, this is a big stack. We then got 3 on track 3 on top of the. Oh, I'm guessing this 10 here, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 13 stack. I'm glad that hasn't been activated so far. And then we are going to activate tracks 2 and 5. So track 2 first. 1, so this has got 4, so these are going to be 2 spaces. And then track 5 is this one we're going to activate. It's putting 4 here. Going to move down to here. And they're going to attack the Wolverine. So 4 in a building area is 1 hit. And he rolls 3 dice back. And we roll we're going to do 1 hit, 2 hits, and a reroll. I'll take those out. We'll 2 hits so far, 3 hits. So we'll do 3 hits, but take 1 hit. But he is going to do 3 hits. Knocking this with just leaving this as a stack of 1. Okay, next token. And it's the Islanders. 3 actions this turn. Our initial crisis move. I think I'm going to move. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm a bit concerned about this stack here, especially we've got 2 here. We've got beach guy doing things there. So I'm going to move our beach guy over 1. I'm going to move the beach guy over 2. Not even not it. So we'll put him maybe to attack there. Then going to move this guy down and across. So yeah. And I think that is it. I'm gonna keep this guy here. He might do a repair attempt on the bridge. You know, I've got no civilian units there at the moment. 3 actions. So action 1, I think I'm gonna attack these guys with our tennis duo. It's gonna be a ranged attack. Because we are compounders on the board, we've got to pay a supply, so I'm just gonna roll 2 dice. Okay, so we've got 1 hit. Our special ability for our tennis duo is criticals. Results 2 hits, it's 3 hits, and we still get to re-roll the critical. 4 hits. Roll back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All dead. Nice rolling. That was action 1. So action 2. For action 2, I think I am going to attempt a repair here. Try and repair this damaged section. So we draw a 5, which I believe is pretty good. At 5, we clear damage according to our admin rating, which is 5. So we clear damage according to our admin rating, which is 5. We've only got 2 damage. This clears. This boat will now become available. Okay, so that was action 2. Action 3, I think I'm going to move our tennis duo. I'm going to move our tennis duo up 1 space. Yeah. Follow-up actions. First follow-up action. And we chase. There's a space down, so yeah. I'm going to try and carry on and move these down. Let's get these. It seems a waste just to do a single move to do a follow-up action. Maybe not. I think for our follow-up action, we're going to do a search. The Plum Island High School. And we are going to find. We pick things up and then put them down. The search is suddenly halted because the road up ahead is blocked by a wall of huge truck tyres. I'll show you spell tyres that way. And amazingly, a group of extremely large individuals is now carrying giant stone boulders to reinforce the tyre wall, while the others are randomly tossing telephone poles, apparently just because they can. Be convinced that you are no threat, obviously, since all of your people are half the size of the being-offs. Place the orange pump you up gym VIP civilian units in this area along with 2 supplies resources area. This guy is going to go into there. And he's going to go in with 2 supplies. And their special ability. These super beefcake men and women can handle themselves in a fight and can absorb a lot of punishment. This unit has a toughness rating of 3 and thus can take 3 hits before being eliminated. You can place black hit cubes next to the units on the map or keep tracks along the way. These units can be the recipients of a heal action as well. However, this unit does not get that, so it just doesn't do much. You can just take a couple of hits if he ever has a fight, gets into a or gets attacked. Okay, and you've also got the exhaust that exhaust location. So that's our first follow-up action. So we draw a card and we've got no event card. Our second follow-up action, I'm going to move this guy. I'm just going to do a foot movement. And I'm going to move him over to here. Follow-up action, draw, and we have no event card. A fake card. Fake. Open. And we have Spawn track 5, activate track 2. Oh, which is unfortunate actually. Track 5 is going to get 3 horror units. And then we're going to activate track 2. So the first unit to activate are these guys down here. This is not going to be pretty. Your sprayed are going to move into here. There is going to be a combat. We then activate these guys. They're going to move into here. And technically there's going to be a combat, so not much of a combat. But there will be a combat. So, first combat. So, bang beats me, my beach guy across. We have 3 units here, however, it is in a field, which means they are going to do quite a bit of damage. Okay, so we're in a clear area, so every 2 creates a hit. So this is going to do 2 hits. Every 3 gets rounded up, and we're going to roll 3 dice back. 3 dice. Oh, and we're going to do 1 hit back. Okay, so he's going to take 2 hits. He's still okay at the moment. He's on 4. He has 5 health. He is on 4, so he's close to death. Then he does 1 hit back. So yeah, so you lose both of these units. Both of these will be killed. So we're going to say goodbye to Rough Life Dog Grooming and Sherlock Spangler PI. You've lost 2 units, so this stack is going to grow by 2. And we add a yellow cube for this close combat, and we should have added a yellow cube for the close combat. It's our beach guy. Put 2 yellow cubes into the bag there. This was only 1 close combat, so only 1 cube from this battle, even though 2 units were killed. Next token. And we have the Islanders again. So I think for our crisis phase, this guy is going to move down to there. I believe they can move out of areas. I should really move them further back. Yeah, I'm going to move further back. I'm going to move them to there, 2 units. I'm going to move our leader up, I think 2. I'm going to move our tennis players across. So you can start working on this stack here. You're going to forget about the bridge area, and I'm going to forget about the repairing the bridge area. Oh no, no, I might have a go because I might try and move these 4 civilian units. If I can get them down to that helipad, might be better. So then I'm going to forget about the bridge area, and I'll move this guy back down here to 2. First action is going to be a tennis duo attacking this big stack here. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's ranged combat. They will roll 2 dice. 2 dice. We want criticals, and we didn't get any criticals. We rolled a shield, which would be a hit, except our unit is in a build. Our unit is in a build area. So as our Hunter's unit is in a building area, a shield counts as a miss, and the other one was just half a hit. So that was a waste of an action. I think our next action we are going to try and repair the hospital. We'll do a fake card, and we get a 6, which is an automatically fixed no matter how much damage. So this comes off, and now we've got a medivac unit. And then for our third action, actually, I've got a. Well, I think we're going to have to look for some supplies. Evacuate this unit using the AMR, which has a evacuation rating of 1. So the partisan family been evacuated, and they are a 2. So we can move our points up. They are rescued. So now our follow-up actions. And so we know that the police guys are going to come out pretty soon. So I think our first follow-up action is to relocate, which can only be done as a follow-up reposition. So we choose a helicopter or boat and move to an eligible area. So our Coast Guard is still here. We have a helipad here. So let's reposition the Coast Guard. So there we have no event card. But the second follow-up action is I think we'll move our paddy wagon. This guy could be in the paddy wagon. It's a vehicle action. I don't think we will, because it's a lot of. To move one down to the Coast Guard is a waste of a supply, I think. So what do we want to do with a second follow-up action? Oh, okay. Let's use relevant to do a search action. You can search, there's the icons there. And this special ability means we draw 2 search cards and choose between them. So we are operating crop duster discovered, and we have, well, ambush. I don't think we'll be choosing ambush. So operation crop duster discovered. Fly the plane and spray the buggers. Reduce the biohazard tracker level by 3 spaces. It's currently on 2, so you may evacuate up 2 civilian units from any one area for free. That's pretty good. In both cases, if the Rex Crane VIP unit is on the map or evacuated, then we exhaust the area. Ambush, your unit is taking a short rest in a local hotel after combing the area and finding some valuable supplies and equipment. While looking for some room in which to take a snooze, one person opens the banquet hall doors. They are instantly trampled and torn apart by the attendees of the Plum Island Laughing Society, dressed as vampires and ghouls. Oh, the irony. Spawn 3 made the aura tiles into this area and also placed 2 supplies. So we're not going to do that one. We will discard this one. We will do this one. So we will evacuate up to 2 civilian units from any one area for free. I think we will evacuate these two here. There's only one here, even though it's higher up. So let's do these two. Rocky Top Food Mart has been rescued. One evacuation point. And Negative Nancy Photos has been rescued. One evacuation point. So 2 evacuation points. Total, taking us to 10. And we have to exhaust the area. I just got rid of a horrible search card. But that is our follow-up action done. And we now have no event card. We have been quite lucky with that. Next token. Fate card, so it's the last of our fate tokens for this round. And we have track 4, activating tracks 5 and 6. Track 4 gets 3. There's a lot of horror units in the stacks on this track. Now we activate tracks 5 and 6. So track 5, it's going to be a combat here. But these guys are going to move down to here. So it's going to be a combat here. So track 6, we have nothing on track 6. It's clear all the way. So let's deal with these combats. First one, in a building unit, we only have 1 token, but 1 quarter. Round up, it's still 1. Our guy's going to roll 3 dice. And he's got a hit. So he will finish off the last of the stack. But he does take another hit, put him on 2 hits. So we've got 2 health left. Our second combat here. We have 3 units. They're in a forest area. So I believe that is 1 full hit. Forest area is 1/3. So we're doing 1 hit. And we are rolling 3 dice back. And we are doing 3 hits. AFG Officer Joseph Friday takes another hit. But he does 3 hits back. Killing the stack there. Our event. So the 2 left in there are the academy. So our event is going to be, that's not too bad, this one. Stormy weather approaching. During the next entire game round, boat and helicopter units are treated as if they are disabled. They cannot be used for any reason. So we take the stormy weather token. The next game round is going to be game round 4. This is going on here to remind us that we cannot use any boats or helicopters for evacuation in game round 4. We can still use them this game round. And we know, well, the next 2 tokens are going to be the 2 police constabulary tokens. So the first one. So for our moves, crisis moves, this guy's going to pick up the supplies. No need for him to be there. He can move here. Chase might as well move down to here. I'm going to keep this guy where he is. So this stack moves. It's going to move 1 at a time. So we should be able to get a couple of shots in. Well, with 13 in the stack. So that's this stack. This stack moves here. 13 in this stack. The bridges are damaged anyway. So in fact, I might even move him down to. Okay. Yeah, he's going to move down to here. Protects these guys. First action, we're going to crowd control the 2 civilian units here. You've got an admin rating of 3. Down to there. Action 2, I think we will evacuate these guys. No, our Coast Guard unit as a evacuation space of 2. Take these 2 units. So our strong men are going to go. We have a evacuation score of 3. And we have also rescued the Adams family. And they have an evacuation score of 2. That was 2 actions. And our third action, I think we are going to crowd control these guys. He's got an admin rating of 4. So these can all go down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow-up actions. Make a medic back. 1 action to move our beach guy into the hospital. Which heals him 1. That's our first follow-up action. So check for event. No, we've got an event card. So our event card is, if the Oceanside Industrial Park area 2C has any damage markers, spawn a Maid of Horror stack into the area. So this is the area. It does have a damage marker, so we get another 3 Maid of Horror stack. For this one, making this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Making this one now 9. As our second follow-up action, I am going to do another heal for the beach guy. We will do another heal guy and heal for our beach guy, and we remove the unit damage. And of course, we need to draw a fate card, and we have no event card. Our second police token. I don't think I'm going to move anything in this. See, in our place adrenaline phase, I'm going to move these. These are going to. He's going to try and shepherd these down for safety. I think this guy's going to waste up here. So you've got 2 foot movement. I'm going to move him down to here. Once this breaks through this bridge, you might be able to do some pot shots off to the side. And then I think I will also move this guy to over to up to here. I think he has a good effect on these guys. Action 1 will be to continue to crowd control these 4 into here. Action 2, we're going to crowd control this 1 unit into here. And action 3, I'm going to do another double search here with the rabbit, because you can do a double search. Our first search card looks decent, and our second search card. So we have track office staff. Word has it that the Greenport Utility Board was meeting when the storm struck and they could still be in the building. Place the Greenport Utility Board VIP civilians unit in the Highland-wide light and power area along with one supply. These bureaucrats are vital to getting the island back into working order after the crisis. Therefore, the condition of the power station itself when you save the unit is important. To a 40 EP, it's not compromised, which at the moment it isn't because we've already repaired it. Else done in a 2 EP, so 4 EP on that one. We have to get to 26. And the other one, senior citizens bus tour appears out of nowhere. One of your lead scouts almost gets run over by a gigantic tour bus. On board is a group of senior citizens from the Shady Acres retirement home. They are very upset that their tour of casinos has been rudely interrupted, but they do have tons of chocolate chip cookies and babushkas. Place the Shady Acres Seniors VIP Civilians unit in this area along with 2 supplies. Any civilian units with the word family in their name have been successfully evacuated. We've evacuated quite a few. Let's press by your concern for grandchildren and place 4 supplies instead. So what do our Shady Acres old people do? Oh, these are way far. No one to see grandma and grandpa, devoured by hideous monsters. But getting them to actually move along is a real chore because they require a lot of maintenance, care and assistance. The civilians unit occupies 2 capacity spots on a helicopter and boat, which means the air medical helicopter and the Texas Navy units can't evacuate this unit, which is worth 5 EP. And because we have rescued a couple of families, we also put 4 supplies in it. So I think we're going to go with, we do exhaust the area though. So, but we are going to go with this one. Let's find the old guys. There you go. There's the old guys. There's one old guy. We have 4 supplies. And we do exhaust the area. That's our 3 actions. We have 2 follow-up actions. The 3rd follow-up action, I think, is going to be to crowd control these 2. That's got an admin rating of 4. So we can crowd control these 2 down to here. And we have no event card. I think let's take a pot shot at this large stack of horror units. So it's going to be arranged. I'm going to roll 2 dice. And we get rubbish, not a hit, not a single hit. Now a fake card, and it's no event card. End of phase and end of round 3, end of October the 25th. Fit in the replenish location step, night game rounds only, which is this one. Players will remove all exhausted location markers currently on the map. These areas can now be used again for location actions. Let's remove all location exhausted markers. I think it's gone quite well so far. We've still got another 6 rounds to last. Fortunately, these 2 big stacks haven't really started moving. I think that's all the location. There's also the location markers. The mutation regeneration step, we haven't got any. Or biohazard infection step. He goes. We're currently on 3. 2. We've got a lot of yellow in here now. And we are going to draw a yellow and a yellow. So our biohazard level is going to go up 2. We're still on 3 if that spawn. We filled here another bag, advanced round marker step. So we can't use any boats or helicopters this round. So great. We will be evacuating many people and we could be on to the next round.